So, when it comes to politics, it's really complicated as to what a party has to do to win your vote. First, they have to tell you what their values are, and then you maybe hear other opinions and hear more of what that person has said and done, and you eventually decide what you think their values are. Second, they have to tell you what the expected outcomes from their policies would be. Higher workers' wages should be a no-brainer. Shouldn't everyone want higher wages? But for most of Australia's history, people have been convinced that if they earned more money, it would be bad. A lot of people still believe it'll trickle down. Once you've convinced people that you believe in certain values, you then have to say why those values are good. Like, I think having a livable planet is good. I think workers' rights are good. I think Medicare is good. People fight these still. If you've got some detail of how your policies have helped, either here or overseas, it helps to show people if we do this, this will be the result. For example, renewables versus nuclear. We've looked at some costs. It looks pretty obvious. Nuclear is way more expensive and will provide way less of the capacity for the grid. Finally, a party like Labour or Liberal has a bit of organisational weight to it. People can mostly trust that people within a party will hold the same values that the party has grown over the years, and to push for the same outcomes. If Joe Schmo was running for Labour, you could assume that they hold Labour values. The power of party branding is twofold, though. If Joe Schmo has, say, they've been caught drinking in public and spent a night in a watch house, this then gets added to a list of grievances against that party brand. Eventually, the party could get a bad name. Strangely, this doesn't seem to affect the Liberals and Nationals. I think two federal MPs have been caught drunk in public, although only one smashed through someone's house in a car. They had the prayer room scandal, where it was alleged some coalition people brought gay hookers into the Parliament prayer room. Family values. Several alleged rapists and various rape apologists, a general disdain for women. They should be lucky that they are not met with guns. The LNP in Queensland keep dismantling the Corruption Commission when they get investigated for corruption. I think they've done it the last two times they were in. We'll see if they get a hat trick. I'm not sure if it's not affected the party brand so much as the people that still associate with the coalition just don't give a fuck. I think it's the latter. Uh, the persuasion that the values are good. Like, I believe in not being corrupt. I don't think people that vote for the coalition care. They don't think it's strange that their team seems to have all these gross issues exclusively. And finally, they have to cut through with their messaging. People can only remember so much. So, like last election, half the country remembered there's a hole in your budget and it won't be easy under Albanese at the voting booth. But the other half recognized that the coalition just put us into $1 trillion of debt. That's pretty damning. Weren't they supposed to be back in black? So, right now, the coalition has no details. And to piggyback on their asshole referendum branding, if you don't know, vote no.